Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a let's build on a modern house. So first things first, we're just going to get some materials into our inventory, and then we're going to start to take a look. So before I begin, the resource pack I'm using is the World of Corellis Flows from 1.14. I'm in 1.14. Yeah, if people want to find out about that, I can put a link in the description. Otherwise, I'm sure you can find it on Google. So first things first, I think we're gonna get some white concrete, not the powder. So white concrete, that's gonna be our primary building material for the house. I'm gonna get some glass panes into my inventory, and then I'm also gonna get some stripped oak wood. I think will look good. So I'm just gonna find a spot that's not got many animals in it. Right here looks kind of good, and we'll start. Place the first block right around here. So then we're gonna go 5 blocks up. Here we go, the 5th block, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go to 17 blocks long. Okay, so once you got 17 blocks across, we're just gonna build all the way back down again. So we should have a sort of N type shape. I'm just going to decrease my render distance. Okay, so now that we have this shape, we're going to go backwards with it. So we're going to go a total of 22 blocks, including this, so 21 additional blocks. Okay, and then when you do that, we're just going to build up to there. So we should be having a sort of box shape forming, and we're just going to complete that box, and then we'll start doing the other shapes. Okay, so we should have this shape now, so this should be 12 blocks in length and 22 blocks in depth. So check that you have that, and then 5 blocks high, and that will be our first little section of the house done. And then after that, we're then going to add a section off to the side of it. And so that section is going to be at the same height here, except it's going to be set back a couple blocks. I think we're going to set it back 2. So on the 3rd block here, and then we're going to go across 20 blocks, including that one. Okay, so we should now have this shape here. So before we do anything else, we're just going to continue this back now. So this is going to be a total of 12 blocks, so 11 additional blocks. And then we're just going to join the two. Okay, so now we should have this shape formed, and this is going to be the total outline of our lower floor. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to add another block on top of this row here, so 3 blocks from the other section. So it should look like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to, on top of this, over to here, place blocks 3 blocks outwards from here, like that. So you should get this side and then 3 blocks, so it overhangs by 3 blocks. And then you're going to continue that out all the way to the other end, and then going to bring this out 3 blocks as well, like that. So then we're going to continue this all the way back, a total of 18 blocks. And then we're going to finish that as a square. Okay, so we should have this kind of shape right now. Looks a bit crazy at the moment, but we're gonna sort through it in a minute. So one thing I'm not really liking is I don't think that we need this going across here, so we're just gonna take this out and leave it like that for now. So we should have this as our overall shape. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do the tedious job of filling in this whole top piece with the white concrete. So I'm just going to jump to when that's done. Okay, so I filled in both roofs now. We'll still have to fill in this bit later, but we're leaving that for now as we're not at that part of the house. So the first thing now that we're going to do is we're going to outline the top floor here. And so that's going to be another 5 blocks. and then we're going to go across on the 5th. So you should have that kind of shape now. And then just go ahead and complete that box, that outline all the way around the top. Okay, so now we should have this kind of shape. It's coming along quite nicely. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to add another layer of blocks just along the front line here. And that's just going to give it a bit of variation in thickness like we did at the other side. It just looks that little bit nicer. Okay, so next thing now is just go ahead and fill in the side walls on all sides. So this wall, this side wall here. We can fill in the side walls here, and then we can do the roof along here as well. So I'll jump to when that's done, and then just go over all the walls that I filled in so you can make sure you got all the right ones. Okay, so I just added all the walls on the side like this, and all the roofing is now done. And I've also just added torches inside to try and prevent as many bats from spawning as possible. So that's what I mean by the side walls. It should look roughly like mine. If it doesn't, then just take this time to correct it. Okay, so now we're going to add where the doorway is going to go. So that's just going to be a 2-block wide space down here. So, no, that's 3. 2 blocks there. And then we're just going to build that in like that. And then now we can start adding the glass. So in order to do that, we're just going to add a line of concrete along the bottom where the glass is going to go on top of, and then we'll put the glass panes on all the front windows. So I'll do it window by window so that you can see where you're putting it. Okay, so I'm going to start with this top window here. I've just put all the lines of concrete where we need them. So I'm going to start with the top window here. So for this one, I'm thinking something a little bit special. I kind of want to put a balcony along this front bit. So I'm just going to do 1 layer of glass all along the front. And we'll just fix that up. Okay, and then there's going to be a block in between. And then here we're going to put another window, like the actual window here. Okay, so that window's now done. So then the next one I'm going to do is just this one down here. This is pretty simple. We're just going to put the glass panes on top of the concrete here and just continue that up to the ceiling. Okay, so now the next one I'm going to do is this one at the front. It's going to be the same as the last one we just did. So it's just going to be glass along this line and up to the top. And then we're going to do the same at the back here, glass along this line and then up to the top. Okay, so now that's done. We've got it on the other end as well. And so I'm just going to do the back windows both here, and then we're going to do the one at the top as well. Okay, so now we should have all these big windows filled in both sides of the house. Like so. And then one last thing that we're just going to do is we're going to add a line just on top like this on this part that sticks out. Okay, perfect. So now the one last thing that we're going to do for the interior, or exterior rather, of the house is we're going to just add some stripped oak, and that's just going to be for a bit of variety of materials. So we're just going to put those in places. It also allows us to build walls and stuff on the inside because it looks awkward if it goes against the glass. So we're just going to put those in a few different places, and then we'll be done the exterior. Okay, so we kind of want to correlate these to where we think things are going to go on the inside, so we might change them as we do the interior. But right now I'm thinking we might want this to be some sort of hallway, so we kind of want a window there, and then we might want walls to go after that, so we're going to put one in here for 5, I think. Man, I keep breaking these. So now we want to put it right along here. Just be careful to make sure your grain goes all the same way on the wood, so like all the lines. So one thing I realize now is that these two don't join. So just put a line of glass up either side, and it'll go like that. We just want to put it back one block, just to add a bit more depth and variety into the house. Okay, so now that we have that, I kind of want to see how that would look if I continued it down to the bottom. So if we go from this block, so that would mean breaking these three, and then we put it 4 blocks down, or 4 blocks across, sorry, down onto here, and then we'll see how that looks, so it's kind of consistent through both floors. Cool, so that's how that's looking, and then I think we're going to do another one. I think we might put it here. So again, I'm just going to go for 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one will go here so it joins. Man, I keep breaking walls. So then I think we might want like one more. So I'm thinking on the back maybe somewhere. You know what, it might be cool to kind of do the inverse here. So we've got 5 blocks on this side, so we'll put 5 blocks on this side here. Oh, I missed a glass too. That's 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to build this up with concrete so that the transition's kind of smooth, and then we'll put the wood into that bit as well, and then we'll just go 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And fill that in. Okay, so there you have it. This I think we're gonna leave as part 1. So the main exterior of the house, and then I'll do the interior. I don't know how many parts that'll take. Probably a couple, because I'm slow at that. But feel free to follow along, or if you want to do your own interior, then I'd love to see it. But yeah, so we're gonna leave this as the exterior of the house. And then we'll come back and do the interior at a later date. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you're all doing well, and have a good one.